Hey guys, Ryan at Prolific. I wanted to talk about something that we hear quite a bit, which is how do we make a customer know, like, and trust us, right? You've heard that before, that if we can make people know, like, and trust us, that we'll be able to gain some preference in the market. And ultimately, that's what that's there for, right? To become preferred in the market. So how do you do this? Well, the best way that I've found is to give people a reason to buy from you, even if your product or service isn't the best, even though I know you think it is, and it very well might be. But if they don't know for sure that it is, then we need to give them a reason, even if it's not, in their eyes. We need to give them a reason to buy from us, even if our option isn't the most convenient. And we need to give them a reason to buy from us, even if our option is not the lowest price or the best value, potentially the cheapest option. That's a dirty word, cheap, right? But so here's some quick tips to do that. So the main thing is, how do I deliver on promises, make promises and deliver on those before a client's ever paid me? So before before we've required them to risk their hard-earned money in a transaction, how can we actually give them value before we get to that point, right? And that's what content marketing is all about, right? That's like this video is trying to deliver information to help build that likability, that trust, that sort of thing, right? And so this is where that whole industry exploded, but it's not limited to that, right? A friend of mine, his business hosts Santa Claus every year and has hundreds of people come out to that, right? And they don't have to be customers to do that. And it ties into their company's purpose. And so if you can do things that will allow you to make promises and deliver on them before someone's ever paid you and not even asking for payment, you can really gain a lot of preference in the market. Another thing you can do is stop telling me and start showing me. So a lot of times there's things that we know is unique about our business, the way that we do things. And instead of, but we tell people, they may not trust that. They may not believe that. They may not know enough information to understand if it's something that's even valuable to them, right? So if you can show these things more, this will allow them to actually understand the differences instead of just telling them those differences, right? And if you think about your website, some of your literature, your marketing ads, a lot of times we tell customers a lot of things, but we don't take the next step to then show them, right? Maybe make some videos about the process that you go through. Maybe get some client testimonials that show the transition that you've taken your clients through, right? So that's another tip that you can do for that. And then the last thing would be, make sure that your company purpose is something that can be fulfilled even if somebody doesn't buy. Because this will allow you to think about ways that you and your team can act on your company's purpose regardless of whether a client has actually paid you or not. So just a quick example so that this doesn't sound like so in the clouds. Take for instance Dollar Shave Club, right? This company blew up really, really quick, and we're all aware of them, I would assume, at this point. And Dollar Shave Club, basically their purpose is around creating delight for their customers, right? And so right in their very first ad that they put out, they were able to surprise and delight viewers, and lighten up their day. And that would make many people know them, from it going viral, like them because they could identify with the business owner and also the problems and solutions they were offering, and trust them because they're actually making promises as to how they conduct their business, and they're already fulfilling on them. So when you get your first Dollar Shave Club package in the mail, and that package has some humor and some delight in there and that sort of thing, they're just continuing to be more of themselves. They're continuing to fulfill on the promises that they've made to you by working with their brand, right? Even though they might not come out and say those promises to you explicitly, they're implying those promises in the ways that they conduct their business, in the ways that they the things that they say, the way that they say them, the things that they do, the things that they show you, right? So that's just an example, just to kind of give an actual example to make it a little bit more understandable. But basically, if you can make people prefer you, which is that know, like, and trust, right? It will allow you to get customers that that will choose you even if they're not sure if you're the best product or service, even if they're not sure or know that you're not the lowest option, and if they are not sure or you are not the most convenient option, right? And so this is a way to gain preference, the best way that I've found to gain preference with your customers in your market. So thanks so much. Have a good one.